Hello, my name is Andres Sainz, and today in this presentation we are going to discuss about what a business model is and its elements. In this case, we are going to use iTunes as an example, and we are going to use every single element in this organization. Alright, so let's start. Now we have to define what a business model is. There are too many definitions about what business model is, but we are going to define as how organization create value for the organization, how the organization create a distribution value, and finally how they capture that value for the organization itself. Besides, there are many of business model concepts. In this case, we are going to use the innovation and perfection business concept from Apple. To understand better what a business model is and this concept, we are going to use iTunes as an example. So before starting, we are going to think a little bit how we used to get music a few years ago. In my case, for example, I used to buy CDs, I used to buy DVDs, I used to buy tapes in order to have music for myself. Alright, but during the last years, with this technology age, somebody had to come up with a new idea, probably, or maybe how about to put this music into your computer, your mobile, or your iPod. So Apple did it. They came up with this idea called iTunes. iTunes basically they offer music online, where the customer has to pay or the user has to pay a fee to have it in order to have this music. The customer has a plenty select kind of music into this store. Many authors, bands, singers, different kind of music. So actually this is gonna be the value proposition for iTunes. They offer music online, a lot of music online, different options. But when we speak about value, about how to create value, we have to speak about the customer segment. In this case, for iTunes, the most important customer segment is pretty much the mass market, as everybody has access to the internet. Everybody has a computer, actually, pretty much today. Everybody has a computer, internet access. So any person who wants to get music online is the customer segment. Alright? There are a small customer segment as well that could be the music distribution companies, the band, singers, authors, who want to get their music listed on iTunes. Alright? So now we are going to discuss a little bit about the value distribution, how they distribute this value proposition to the customer segment. So what is the easiest way for iTunes to display this value proposition to them? It's pretty much the App Store, which is the place where an user can get iTunes, as well as Apple use their webpage themselves. They use social media networks, they use advertisements from TV, radio, etc. So all these channels are pretty much the value distribution for iTunes in this example. Now we are going to speak about revenues. Revenues is pretty much all the fees the customer pay in order to have this music. It's about how they make money, and it's pretty much like this. Is all the money they have from the customer who pay for this music. All right. So it could be defined as the revenue for iTunes. All right, and this is related to value, but how they capture the value. They capture the value by having this money, and at the same time, it makes that it became the biggest music store online in the world. That actually is. I think iTunes is by so far the biggest music store online. So So all these elements, as we described before, the value proposition, which is pretty much the music that they have online, that they offer online, the value distribution, which is pretty much the channels that they use as Mac stores, apps, as App Store, the Apple web page, are they serve different kind of channels, and we have the value, how they capture the value, that is pretty much the money, the money they have, and as well as as well as how they capture this value by being the biggest music company store online in the world. So we can use this model to describe what is the business model for other companies, for example. So this is pretty much everything. I hope this be useful for you in order to describe business model for any company. Thank you so much. Bye.